Heavy rainfall is causing Lake Amon G to overflow. Residents are wondering why city officials won't open up those floodgates. Hello, thanks so much for joining us. I'm Daryl Franklin.
And I'm Melanie Townsend. Jaron Spohr joins us. And Jaron, what are city officials saying there?
Well, there are no real floodgates, so there's really nothing city officials can do to help with this yearly problem, except hope the heavy rains come to a stop. Lake Amon G near Bowie was built in 1956. Not long after that, the lake levels went over capacity. In 1983, the lake was modified when the Bowie Reservoir side was constructed by the city and the two lakes were connected. Not long after that, again the lake levels went over capacity. This is something that Scott Davis, who lives on the lake, says is an issue every year.
Every year it's a concern. Every year it's a lot of these homes, like the one next to me and then the one around the side, he's still underwater. And it just depends on, when you build and how high you built it and what you have to deal with.
This year, the lake was as high as a little more than 924 feet above sea level, which is a little more than 4 feet over maximum capacity. It is currently at a little more than 922 feet, and City Manager Burt Cunningham says there isn't anything they can do to alleviate this problem.
We really don't have any floodgates that we can let out, and the amount of water that we can let out with the gates that we have is limited. It takes days to get it down, and anytime like the weather is now, where we get rain upon rain upon rain, it's just going to stay full.
How the current overflow system works is whenever the water is more than 920 feet, it gets funneled through a PVC pipe that leads to the other side of the dam into a creek.
If it's 920 and 1 inch, it's draining automatically. I mean, there's no switches or gates or doors to open. It just starts draining. It's just the tube is set at 920, and anytime it gets over that, it starts draining out. So, and it can only hold so much water. And that's the problem.
Until the lake gets back down to 922 feet, the lake will be closed to all boats. The lake has been closed since May 2nd. Depending on the rain, they could have it open later this week.
A lot of people will be glad to see that happen for sure. Okay, Jaron, thank you. Also around Bowie, worries about when utility bills are due lead to a vote at the City Council meeting tonight. The payments are due on the 1st and the 15th of each month, but that causes a problem for some who don't receive their Social Security check until the 3rd. Well, tonight, an ordinance to clear up the concerns passed with a vote of 4-1. But before the vote was taken tonight, the city manager says the city would have already worked with those who had concerns.
Our finance department was working with those people, making an agreement with them that we wouldn't charge them a late charge, if they pay their bill on the day that they've said they were going to.
The ordinance will give people 4 more days to get it to the city office.